is definitely not the modern house I was hoping for.
Has a lot of cool history, I bet.
Luke wants a historic house in Camden County, New Jersey, but girlfriend Allie isn't digging it. She doesn't want to deal with any uninvited guests.
There better not be any ghosts, I'll tell you that.
I hear some creaking noises over here.
Yeah, you hear that?
Or the other quirks that come with older homes.
I could totally sit and, do my thing. Oh, man, I feel like I just walked into a cold case.
But he might give in to her if he can get what he really wants.
I don't see a bidet.
You're probably not going to see a bidet anywhere we go. All right, let's see it, big shot.
Now I'm just showing off.
I can beat that.
I'm Luke, and I am a mechanical engineer.
And I'm Allie. I'm a registered nurse.
All right, let's see it.
All right, no pressure.
I am 24 years old.
I just turned 25. I like that one.
We met at our 5-year high school reunion. We did know each other in high school, but we didn't talk much.
I bought around the shots, and of course he was one of the people. So I handed him a shot, and now we're here.
She knew how to bring me in.
High five.
We've been dating for
Almost a year and a half now.
almost a year and a half, yeah.
They both work across the Delaware River in Philadelphia, but they're currently living separately. Allie here in Camden County with her parents, and Luke in an apartment in South Philly. But now they're ready to take a big step.
We're looking to not only buy a house, but move in together. It's just the situation was right.
We're both finished college and into our careers, and for the price of rent in the city of Philadelphia, it just seemed pretty unreasonable to be paying all of that instead of buying a house.
But they've decided that buying in Philadelphia is also too expensive, so they're focusing their search in Camden County.
You have little downtown areas with little main streets that you can go to, little bistros and all.
There goes your ice cream on the house.
Thank you.
That's incredible.
This is mine.
We're both from here. My dad even decided to open his own ice cream shop one town over.
I would love to be able to live close to here so we can come back more and more for this.
Same here, especially because I don't pay.
Since they're saving money on ice cream, they've managed to come up with a budget of $220,000. But when it comes to style, they're about 100 years apart.
I love the architectural style of a colonial house. I'm a really big history buff, so I like ties to older times. My dream's a nice wood floor with a big old fireplace, an old bookshelf with my history textbooks.
I don't necessarily like old. I just feel like there's ghosts everywhere. I would like more modern, more new construction, more comfy. They have way too much energy. We definitely need a backyard for them. I have 2 dogs that I rescued a couple years ago, and they are my babies. And I definitely need a functional backyard for the dogs.
I'm gonna be a stepfather to 2 dogs.
I'm hugely into working out, but I also started getting into jiu-jitsu. I would love to have a basement, preferably finished, just so we can put all our gym equipment and workout equipment down there.
But it'll have to be a big basement since Luke wants space for his own purposes.
So he thinks he's gonna go pro in ping pong, and the only way for that to maybe come about is for a room to fit his ping pong table. That I got him for Christmas because I'm the coolest person ever.
The house we buy needs a dishwasher. I can't stand washing dishes.
True. I would also love at least 2 bathrooms. I'm a huge fan of toilets. Definitely 2 toilets, because right now his apartment has 1, and it broke probably like 50 times. What do you do with a broken toilet when you have nothing else?
Luke is also a fan of toilets, but not the ordinary kind.
I traveled to Japan, and I fell in love with their bathrooms, mostly because of the bidets. If we could find a house with a bidet in it, it's sold.
I just think it's straight up weird.
How do you feel about hardwood? I know I love hardwood.
I don't like hardwood. I am a huge fan of carpet. I just think it's more comfy.
The more hardwood, the better. Hardwood couches if they have it.
Ugh.
Since they're at loggerheads over what kind of house to buy, they've asked Luke's Uncle Fran, a local real estate agent, to help them find a place they can both agree on.
It's nice having someone in your corner you can trust.
And he knows our personalities, so we're not shy to hold anything back from what we think on a house. This is definitely not the modern house I was hoping for.
Yeah, but it looks nice. It doesn't really look old.
This house is a 100-year-old bungalow. Luke likes colonial, but the bungalow style is not too different.
Well, how old is it?
It was built in 1922.
1922. Has a lot of cool history, I bet.
Probably has a lot of ghosts.
I don't normally get asked to consider anything about ghosts, but there are older homes, and people do have concerns about that. So I'll do the best I can. I'll chase the ghost out of the house myself if I have to.
Well, it's 1,417 square feet, 3-bedroom, 1.5 baths, and it's priced at $199,900.
I like that.
Me too.
After you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Whoa, I love the hardwood.
That's a lot of hardwood.
Well, you have some carpet over here.
This is kind of a weird space.
Yeah, what is this?
I think it was formerly a porch, and it looks as though they enclosed this.
It's almost like a split-level living room.
It's only a 6-inch split.
I really do like this fireplace.
It's okay.
You don't like it?
It's just old.
You have a bedroom over here.
So would this be the master bedroom?
It could be your master bedroom because it has a half bath right here.
I really don't like that the master bedroom leads right into the living room.
Yeah, I definitely would not put my bed in here.
I think this works better as a ping pong table room.
This bathroom is so tiny. I have to like suck in to get in here. I could totally sit and, do my thing.
Definitely no room for a bidet.
No, I'd count this out.
Maybe the other bathroom has a bidet.
I can only hope, right?
Luke and Allie have a banter, and it's not unusual to the family. Sarcasm is our second language. Allie fits right in.
They pass through the dining room
It's pretty big.
Yeah, I really like the windows in here.
on the way to the kitchen.
There's tons of counter space. It's so weirdly shaped. It's shaped like a hockey stick or
Sure.
something.
Look over there, the dishwasher.
Yes. It's a pretty good sink, too. Oh, hey, I found your bidet.
Nice new countertops, newer cabinets.
They're new, but they definitely don't look modern. And it's just so awkward back here. I feel like I'll have to like yell, "Pass the milk!" I can't really see myself cooking in this kitchen, one, because I don't know how to cook, but two, it's just too awkward of a layout. There's like a football field between you and the fridge. Oh, I love it. This is so nice. I like the tile. I like the color scheme, too. Where did this bathroom come from? I feel like it's the most modern thing in this house.
Tons of room for a bidet.
Unfortunately, there is.
Around the corner, they see 2 more bedrooms.
This would have to be the master bedroom.
I agree, especially because the bathroom's right across. It's a little small, but it'll work.
Next, they see a sunroom in the back.
It has carpeting.
Yeah, they put the carpeting in the wrong room.
This would be a good spot for a ping pong table.
Definitely. I bet you the dogs would really like this area, too.
Yeah, they would love it.
They take a look at the fenced yard, which could work for the dogs, then head down to the basement.
Oh, man, I feel like I just walked into a cold case.
Well, it's really just a basement. You'll use it for storage, maybe washer, dryer.
Yeah, storing serial killers.
So overall, what do you think?
I think the floors are great, and I could put a ping pong table in several different rooms.
I do love the modern bathroom, and that sunroom in the back would be perfect for the dogs in the summertime. And the fact that you could put your beloved bidet on the toilet.
It is a lot of space for only $200,000.
I agree, but dude, it's 100 years old.
I don't really feel any ghosts here.
I don't care about what you feel. It's 100 years old.
So now, Fran's lined up a house that's not quite as old, but Luke has a problem right off the bat.
Whoa, look at all this carpet.
I love the carpet. Making a mess.
Whatever. It's ice cream. It's supposed to be messy.
Luke wants a house in Camden County, New Jersey with hardwood floors. His girlfriend Allie is determined to get a place with carpet, and she doesn't like to take no for an answer.
Ready? Ready? Open up. Open up. It's not.
With a $220,000 budget, they've seen a bungalow with mostly hardwood floors. So for the moment, Luke's actually winning. But now, Luke's Uncle Fran has lined up a place that may tip things in Allie's favor.
So what do we got?
We have a 3-bedroom, 1.5 bath, Cape Cod style home. It's $175,000.
That gives us room to work with.
Let's take a look.
I can see it's an older home.
It's cute, but it's not really modern.
Whoa, look at all this carpet.
I love the carpet.
Do you think there are hardwood under these carpets?
I don't believe there are, but you can always install them.
Well, that's the thing. It's just gonna stay at carpets, so we don't have to worry about that.
And it is an older house, right?
It's 66 years old. Camden County is a group of more established little neighborhoods. That's why a lot of the homes we're going to see in this search are going to be older.
There better not be any ghosts, I'll tell you that.
Well, I can't guarantee that.
I'm gonna need a guarantee.
I hear some creaking noises over here.
Yeah, you hear that?
When I first suggested buying a house, the first thing Allie said to me was, it better not be haunted. She has some stories from her childhood of being in creepy homes, and she still holds them to this day.
Let's go ahead and take a look at the kitchen. I think it's a nice size.
It's a little small.
I do really like the backsplash. I think it looks great.
The backsplash is nice. I'm not thrilled with the counters,
I
but...
don't see a dishwasher.
Oh, well, I'm not doing those dishes if this is it.
Our dish budget's gonna be pretty high.
So I like the cabinets, I just don't really like the color.
I think they're in great shape, but you can always have them painted, give it a new modern look. And you also have access out to the yard.
Awesome.
Wow, I love
huge.
that it has a deck.
This is an awesome deck. You can have so many parties on this.
So many.
And I love the vinyl fence.
They head back inside to see the finished basement.
Perfect place for a ping pong table.
Ah, perfect.
Watch the ceiling on your backhand, though.
Oh, yeah. We can use part of this space for workout equipment and your jujitsu mats. And this way we can settle arguments on the mat.
You think it's funny, but I might actually hurt you.
And right over here, we have a half bath.
I was kind of expecting a house with 2 full baths, but I guess 2 toilets is better than 1.
They head back upstairs to see the first of the 2 bedrooms on the main floor.
This one here, I'd consider a master bedroom.
Okay.
A little small for a master bedroom.
I see more carpet.
Yeah, you do. I see 2 closets.
Ooh.
Oh, well, that's an awfully designed closet system. I don't really get whoever designed those closets. You could have just made that one big closet. Why would you put 2 doors?
And this is the second of the 2 downstairs bedrooms.
It's definitely a little small. It'd be a good size for an office. I like the color.
The color will have to change, but
Well, just around the corner is the master bath.
it's not the best.
I don't like this bathroom at all.
No, it's like not modern.
I don't see a bidet,
You're probably not gonna see a bidet anywhere we go.
but there's plenty of room to put one in.
It scares me, the fact that Luke could totally put a bidet on that toilet because there's definitely enough room.
I know in New Jersey it's a lot to expect a bidet to be in a house, but she's got to let me put one in. I'm absolutely going to win this battle.
Oh, wow.
Finally, we get some hardwood.
This is so big. This could be the master. I can deal with the hardwood because of the space. It's definitely not as modern as I want, and that 1.5 bath is just disappointing.
My favorite part's the price. One downside is there's carpet everywhere.
See, I don't see that as a downside. I think the carpets are great.
The kitchen also doesn't have a dishwasher,
Yeah.
and I think we can both agree we don't like the bathroom.
Yeah, the bathroom's very outdated, and it doesn't have your beloved bidet.
Now, Luke is seeing a house with his mom while Allie's at work. So, of course, it's not a new build.
Well, this house is almost 100 years old.
That's something I'd like, but I don't know if Allie would like it.
You have yet to beat me in mini golf.
I'll beat you in mini golf every time in our basement.
Luke and Allie have a $220,000 budget for a house in Camden County, New Jersey, near Philadelphia.
That's in.
Ah, that was mine that went in, not yours.
Don't get too full of yourself.
So far, they've seen a bungalow with hardwood floors that Luke liked, and a Cape Cod with carpet that Allie prefers. Now, with Allie called into work, Luke and his mom, Ellen, are seeing another option.
So what we have today is a 3-bedroom, 1.5 bath.
Oh, you're looking for 2.
It's a colonial,
I love colonials.
about 1,300 square feet, and it's listed at $200,000.
Okay, still under budget.
Nice.
Let's take a look.
Oh, wow, I love the floors. I don't see carpet anywhere.
Well, this house is almost 100 years old.
That's something I'd like, but I don't know if Allie would like it. I think a place that has 100 years of history is great. It feels like the house has its own story, and I get to live in it. I love the fireplace, too.
With the eagle?
Well, maybe Betsy Ross lived here at one time.
I think it looks great.
And what's this doorknob?
I think that's to let Santa in.
Yeah.
I'm sure it operates the flu.
I've never seen anything like that before.
And as normal in one of these older homes, we have a formal dining room.
This would be a great spot for a ping pong table. And if we needed a dining room table, we could always eat on that.
Good. And these pipes, what's this for?
It's part of the heating system. No central air.
That a deal breaker?
No, it's not a deal breaker, but it's not great.
But the kitchen's updated.
It's small.
It is a little small, but it looks modern. And I don't see a dishwasher.
No. Need a backsplash, too.
Yeah.
Counters are nice, though.
I do really like the countertops, and I think Allie would love them.
Yeah.
She would also love this stove. It looks pretty modern.
Mm-hmm. Cabinets are nice and white.
Is this a pantry right here? It's a bathroom. I don't think I want to go to the bathroom that close to where I'm cooking.
Not ideal, but it is a half bath.
They take a look at the backyard,
That's a pretty good sized yard. And it's fenced in for the dogs.
It's perfect.
then head down to the basement.
Ew, I don't like this. This is creepy.
I think this basement might be best suited for storage.
If we keep things down here, it's gonna be me coming to get them. Allie would never come down here.
No, I wouldn't come down here.
I do like that I'm able to stand, and I do like that it has direct access to the yard. I can park right there and bring my smelly hockey stuff straight down. There is plenty of room for a ping pong table if we needed an extra space.
And you have a nicely tiled spot over here if you want to dance floor.
Next, they head upstairs to see the bedrooms on the second floor.
Second floor's nice. It's all carpeted. Allie will like that. It's nice and bright.
There's a bigger bedroom next door, which they could use as the master.
Oh, this is nice.
Carpet in the master bedroom. I think I'm okay with it. If I'm gonna have carpet anywhere, I'm happy with it in the master bedroom. This closet's a little weird. I don't see why they can't just expand it.
Down the hall, they see another bedroom and the one full bath.
Modern fixtures. That's what Allie wanted.
Yeah, she'd like it. I think Allie would like the upstairs bathroom, the master bathroom. It's very spacious and pretty modern. Most of the features in it are new. And I really like the floor. But you know what I don't see? I don't see a bidet.
What's up with the bidet?
I just want one. It's what I want.
Well, you have the room for it in here. We've been looking at a lot of houses, and I know a bidet is important to Luke. I may just have to get him one for a housewarming gift.
I do notice that the features are really small. This is a really small sink for such a big area, and the bathtub's pretty small.
But you do have a big closet over here. And maybe you could put your bidet in there.
There you go.
It is old, but it's got a lot of modern features, and I think it's a good mix between what Allie and I both like.
Yard for her dogs.
Yeah, her dogs would love the yard, and how about that basement?
Creepy.
I think it's a pretty useful basement, at least for storage, but there's no way Allie's gonna go down there.
I like the kitchen. I think Allie will like it.
Not a dishwasher. We'll be washing a lot of dishes by hand.
Since they can't find a newer house for Allie in the area, it may come down to whether Luke gets his colonial, Allie gets her carpet, or the need for a dishwasher outweighs them all.
So, I mean, honestly, none of the houses were what I was looking for. None of them were modern. I don't know, I'm kind of over looking at houses.
Yeah, we have a lot to think about.
After house hunting in Camden County, New Jersey with a $220,000 budget, Allie and Luke are ready to make a choice.
So what do you think about the old bungalow? It's $199,900. I really like the kitchen, and I really like the hardwood.
The kitchen, it was just shaped so awkwardly, but there was a dishwasher.
The basement was pretty scary.
It's like swarming with ghosts.
There's several different places I can put my ping pong table.
I definitely like that updated bathroom.
There's also the Cape Cod for $175. That was the one with a nice backyard for the dogs. The whole living room was carpet, though.
I'm a fan. I don't know, the kitchen was kind of small.
Didn't have a dishwasher. Although we didn't like the bathroom, the basement was finished. Plenty of room for a ping pong table.
So how about the colonial that your mom went to see for $200,000?
I really like older homes. They have tons of character.
I mean, the pictures of the kitchen looked pretty nice.
The cabinets did look really great, but that basement was very creepy.
I did see some carpet upstairs, though.
Yeah, the bedrooms were carpeted. I think the Cape Cod with the nice backyard, I think that had the best mix of what we're both looking for.
I'm definitely gonna have to agree with you on that. That backyard is perfect for the dogs.
I think we should give Fran a call and put in an offer.
Definitely.
Get the ball. Get the ball.
We've been here about 4 weeks now, and the backyard has been great. The dogs love it. The vinyl fence is awesome. The patio is awesome. We can't wait to get a patio set out there, start grilling in the summertime, having friends over. We've done so much around the house.
It was Allie's idea to repaint the living room. We brightened it up a little, and I think it looks great.
It definitely makes the room look bigger. Plus, I love painting, so it was an excuse to paint again.
We really wanted a full bath upstairs, so then it's a true master suite, and we built an entire bathroom with the help of my dad. I don't miss hand-washing dishes.
No way. It's one of the reasons I hated going to your apartment. Literally, I think within the first 3 days, we had a dishwasher installed. I think we hand washed maybe like 5 dishes before we called it and went out and bought a dishwasher. I don't know. This might be the second best purchase. Second to your beloved bidet.
I'd agree. That's definitely the best purchase. The bidet that Allie got me, it's an attachment on top of a regular toilet.
Is that the arm that squirts your butt? Oh my God, stop, make it stop, make it stop. That's gross. I was thinking about getting him a water gun, but I don't know, I just caved in.
She's going to love it pretty soon.
We'll see about that. I still think it's really weird.
All right, I'll slow it down a little.
Throw this at you.
We did get a ping pong table down in the basement. We had to take it apart and put it back together to get it down there, but I love it right now.
That's not fair. Plus, we were also able to make a gym and pad the floors, so we're in the process of moving more gym equipment in.
3 strikes and you're out.
The indoor space has been really good with the dogs. We were able to find a spot in the dining room for their crate, and I like the carpet. It's just comfortable, it works with the dogs, it flows to every room. I think he's starting to like the carpet too.
I'm gonna let her keep the carpet, but I wonder what I'll be giving up in the future.
We will see.